Welcome everyone to the Empowered Artistry virtual show. Thank you so much for joining us. We will begin shortly.
All right. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for being here. Woo! I'm so excited about tonight. This is the second time that we're doing a premiere of this work, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of all of my students that were involved. So I'm happy to share this with all of you. Happy for you all to be here. So thank you again. And the voice in the sky that you have been hearing and will be hearing for the rest of the evening is my co-host and good friend. And she plays a much bigger role in all of this than you guys realize, and I will go into further detail shortly. But I would like to introduce Queen Tut on the ones and twos. She was DJ as well.
Hello,
Queen,
everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
yes, yes. So, a few months ago, I had come to Queen Tut with this crazy idea. And I said, I've worked for all of these schools and all of these programs, and, I should just do my own program. And, I was kind of just talking about it. I wasn't, I was kind of like halfway serious. And she was like, yeah, you should. So do it.
Absolutely. That's all it takes.
He was like, so do it. And I was like, okay. And I had never done anything like this before. So I kind of didn't even know where to begin. And that is where Queen came in and she helped me from the beginning, middle, and end. She really helped me help this dream become a reality and really helped me launch this thing. And so I'm so grateful to her and, of course, for being here tonight with me to help me premiere this work to you all. So shout out to Queen Tut.
Thank you, friend. Oh my goodness, you are so amazing. But listen, girl. We gotta tell these people we went through a whole pandemic panorama. Like we were at home. So, what inspired you as a dance teacher? We went from teaching in the dance schools, in the public schools. How did you transform a program like that into something that the kids would be so interested to do at home?
Good question. I know, right? That's like, this year was year and a half, almost 2 years, was really hard for all of us, I would say. But I think more so, in my opinion, especially for the children, the things that they've had to become accustomed to, we're not, in their own words, normal. So it was very difficult. And at first, I wasn't even thinking about doing anything online. I wasn't even thinking about doing much of anything because we were in this kind of unknown place. And then I had noticed over the course of the quarantine, many dancers, dance instructors just, going live on Instagram or on YouTube and offering, free classes just to, kind of uplift their community and, get people, I guess, to put their minds on something else for however long. And so, because at first, I think those of us who are, more old school, I've spoken to a lot of older teachers of mine who have said, yeah, I can't do the virtual thing. It's not for me. And I understand that and I totally respect it. But when I saw everyone doing it, I said, okay, well, and even I was taking class on these virtual platforms, and I said, oh, well, this can actually be done, and the the kids unfortunately have had to deal with doing all of their schooling
Mhm.
from the morning until the afternoon online. And so I have definitely, I've had to alter everything and change really my whole kind of structure of teaching, um, so that it can benefit them in a different way on this virtual platform. And so I figured let's pull from something that I know everyone is dealing with right now, which is this pandemic, this situation this unprecedented situation that we've all been in, and I knew that that was something that they all could relate to, and they all could talk about and could inspire creativity as far as dance composition and creating an entire piece. So that was the whole premise. That was the subject matter. I gave the students many prompts of improvisational activities, whether it be a writing activity, whether it be a movement activity surrounding their feelings towards the pandemic and towards lockdown. That was a very long answer. Sorry about
Listen, some of the people need to know because you took literally your computer and a few other students from their homes to create a whole entire virtual show. So here's what I want to know, and I think some of our audience needs to know. What were some of the challenges? How did you make it interesting? How were you able to pull it together and also be able to produce a piece in such a short amount of time? You only had about 2 months. You only saw these ladies maybe once a week, and then you got together for the very first time and you had to do all of this work, shoot everything in one day. So everything, audience, everything you're seeing was all shot in one day. So Katie, what challenges did you overcome?
I feel like no matter, well, whether you're in person or you are virtual, you're always battling against the clock. There's always a ticking clock, and obviously, not being in person had its challenges, of course, because the teaching is different. It's harder for me to see them all at the same time, right? With all of this, lagging that goes on, it's hard for me to be able to correct everyone at the same time. So I did try to, in addition to making time within the day to make sure that I could watch them collectively, watch them individually. I also made sure that they went home and practiced, sent me their practice videos so that I could give them feedback and let them know what's working, what's not working. We made sure we were very proactive during class. So we had our technique classes, we had our stretch classes, we had our improvisational classes where we were creating the movement, and then we made time in the day to rehearse. And we met 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we really only had 4 hours together. Because we did take a 45-minute lunch break. So it was only 4 hours. It was probably less than 4 hours. So, and I did try my best to schedule one in-person rehearsal in the park that we were going to film, that you'll see where we filmed the piece. But not everyone showed up to that rehearsal. So,
Challenge.
yeah. So we did what we could. Frankly, I'm very lucky and I'm very blessed. Over the years, I've had the opportunity of working with some tremendous young people and students. One of them being here tonight. Shout out Annabelle. Shout out Bais Dancers, the legacy. And so they really took it upon themselves. They took the initiative. They put in the work. So big ups to them, shout out to them. You're going to see for yourselves how hard these young ladies worked, and I'm so proud. Um,
That is
and
great. Oh, congratulations. Number one, this is your second virtual premiere. So let's jump right on into it. I think these people are ready. So we are going to learn a little bit about not only your choreographer and CEO, we are going to learn about some of the awesome and amazing students that empowered, you see what I did there, this artistry project. So stay tuned. Let's get it going.
yes, so the piece that we're going to be premiering this evening, like Queen Tut stated and myself, was inspired by all of our individual experiences throughout the pandemic and lockdowns this year and a half. But before we premiere the video, I wanted to play our interview segment where the girls were asked to share what the experience was like for themselves and their families. So we get a little more in-depth look here. So enjoy, please. Hi, my name is Katie Oliver, and I am the CEO, founder, and lead instructor of the Empowered Artistry virtual summer dance program.
My name is Alyssa Velez. I am 17 years old and I love to dance.
Hi, my name is Priyanka and I'm going to the 8th grade, and my favorite thing to do is to sing and sometimes read.
My name is Francesca Tavano. I'm 16 years old. I love to dance, I love to act, and I love spending time with my family.
Hi, my name is Melody. I am 17 and I love to dance and try new foods. The pandemic was really hard for all of my family. We all struggled staying home, going to work, going to school. It was really tough. We just tried to maintain each other's happiness as much as we could.
So the past year for my family, for 2020 and the coronavirus, was pretty hectic, and like it was a mixed emotions with happy and sad, and it was pretty crazy, not gonna lie, and it was really fun.
What has the past year been like for me and my family? Well, it's been hard. I have to say, you know, there aren't really enough words that can express how hard COVID hit, but it really made me be thankful of my family and my friends, and just even here, being in the park, breathing this air without a mask, made me reflect on how thankful I am.
This past year, it's been really difficult for me and my family, mainly because I had to take a lot of extra responsibilities at home, such as like taking care of my sister while managing my schoolwork, and then also making sure that my mom would like come home safe and healthy every single day. So it was a huge toll on us.
I think the most direct, immediate challenge would be the fact that the pandemic affected work for so many of us, as well as school, and being apart from having to be apart from our family, our loved ones, our students, our friends, our co-workers. I think that was really harmful as well, more than anything.
Some of the challenges that I experienced during this year was definitely school, keeping up my grades and all, because there was really no motivation to do school since I was just at home all the time, in my bed, looking at a computer all day, and it was really a struggle to keep everything up. But yeah, and pretty much staying happy was a pretty big stroke because I wasn't able to do everything that I usually do.
So some of the challenges that I experienced through the pandemic was not being able to see people, and like, because I'm so busy like on the weekends and with school and this and that, just not doing anything kind of drew me out of my mind. So yeah.
There are a lot, I have to say, but some challenges that, you know, have happened to me during this pandemic has been, you know, being able to separate from my family and my friends and even my siblings. You know, if one person's sick, I can't go and help them. I have to stay in the other room or stay downstairs. And just dancing has been my whole life since I was 2. How am I supposed to just, you know, be okay with dancing in my dining room? You can't be okay with that. That's not normal. And, you know, going into the city every day for school didn't happen anymore. I was sitting in my living room on my computer for, you know, a good 3-4 hours a day. That's not normal. You don't just do that. So those were just some challenges that I had to mentally, you know, figure out and physically figure out.
I think a main challenge that I had throughout this pandemic was figuring out who I really was again, because when the pandemic first started, I wasn't able to dance anymore. I wasn't able to do most of the hobbies that I felt really defined who I was as a person. So I would just sit there and like think, what else is there like to fill in what I actually represent. So a big challenge was just trying to find other things and like boost my confidence and like figure out who I am again.
Personally, I myself really had to get centered and get right spiritually. I really focused on God throughout this whole thing and He was able to lift me out of a lot of the despair that I was in. And in turn, I was able to lift my family up and as well as others around me through just that spiritual awakening that I had throughout this whole process.
How I overcame some of my challenges was basically trying to do what I love, dance at home, maintain who I am, try not to lose myself. Because at the back of my head, I always knew like it was always gonna get better, and I couldn't just keep looking down just because of this pandemic, because that I can't stop life just because of all of this.
I overcame them from, one of them is school, because we did have remote learning, and another one was just doing the stuff that I had in front of me and not thinking about what was in my future and what was like going on in like the next day or what's gonna happen like next week or something, and just doing what I love. So yeah,
I really, so many ways, but one really big way was how I had to take a minute and take a breath and realize and speak to my inner self, saying this is gonna get better, it will get better, and you know, this is gonna change, life will move forward, and you just have to keep a positive attitude. And if you don't have that, life isn't gonna move forward and things aren't gonna get better. But keeping a positive attitude and mindset, things will change and things will get better.
I overcame them by first just sitting down and just taking a breather and not letting all of the anxiety and all the stress just get to me and take the best of me. And then I eventually started talking to like people that I trust, like such as my aunt or my friends that would also support me and remind me of the things that I love to do. And also I was able to take like a lot of time to reflect on myself and find new hobbies and passions that I had.
I would tell myself there's nothing to fear, trust God, God is in control, and take care of yourself and your family, all will be well.
Advice that I would give to my past self is that it's gonna get better, I'll be able to dance again, and I'll pass all my grades, so less stress to myself because I was definitely stressing a lot, but is that it's gonna get better, and that's what I would love to tell myself if I could.
take a break and don't stress about stuff.
I would tell myself to, you know, always stay calm and to always, no matter what, keep a good attitude, because that really keeps you going. Everything else, just, you know, take a minute, put it to the side and focus on yourself and your health and your family and, you know, what you really love to do, not, you know, what society wants you to do or how the world is affecting you, just you and, you know, your sweatpants or whatever you're wearing, and to just stay calm and be happy. That's really it.
The advice that I would give to the past Melody is to just be more open as a person, be more open to different things, take a step back, and to not worry too much about the future, because it's all about what's happening now and just learning to live in the moment.
I hope more than anything made is about our young people and how important it is to nurture them, educate them, protect them, hear them, put them first, no matter what. They are the future. We're gonna have to pass the torch on to them one day, and they need to be prepared for that moment. We need to make sure that we prepare them to lead the way and lead the charge for our freedoms, for truth, for health, all of that. So it's all about the kids.
Wow, look at that last quote. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men, by Frederick Douglass. Oh my goodness. Such a powerful ending to this video. Everybody give a round of applause wherever you are. Clap, 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 clap. Oh my goodness. What is next, Miss Katie? That was a great interview. Such spirited young people who are talking so eloquently about what's going on. I know I probably would have been like stuttering, nervous, everything. Man, these parents better be proud of those kids, because watching them do that interview, I was so impressed with how they were able to express their selves. So, Miss Katie, what do we have next?
Amen, amen. So thank you all. I appreciate all your positive feedback, and once again for being here. I hope that shed a little light on the inspiration for our film. But I'm sorry, you're gonna kill me. Before we share it, I wanted to present our students with some awards to recognize them for their deserved it. I told you I wasn't lying when I said this was an incredible group of ladies. And so we will begin our award ceremony with, can I have the first award, please? Queen. Oh, my Jumpstart Award. Yes, awarded to the empowered artists who exemplify excellence in creativity and choreography. And this is awarded to my divas, my superstars, Melody and Gianna. Melody and Gianna created, they helped me to create much of the choreography that you're going to see in this piece later on. So shout out to them. Amazing, amazing job, ladies. My next award is going to, well, this award is the Fine Execution Award. Yes, awarded to the empowered artists who exemplify excellence in professionalism, tenacity, and flexibility. And this lovely award goes to my lovely ladies, Priyanka, Alyssa, and Francesca. Just to give you guys a little background, these ladies came in 2 weeks into the program. So it was a 4-week program, and they came in 2 weeks late, you could say, but they were amazing. They conducted themselves as professionals. They had to play catch up and probably put in twice the work, but they definitely did that. So shout out to them. They're my pros. My next award, the Improv Master Award, awarded to the empowered artists who exemplify excellence in creativity and commitment. And this award is it's a special award that I'm giving to Miss Gianna and Francesca. Like I told you all before, I had given them improvisational activities, and even parts of the film that we created are completely improvisational with the girls, as you can see. And everyone did a great job. You know, everyone's experience was different, so everyone's improv looked different, but these girls really went above and beyond and added other elements that, you know, and I didn't tell them to do any of what you see in the video that's improvisational is all them. It all comes from their creative, empowered artistry. And I didn't give them anything except a prompt, and I said, okay, go. And they took it and they ran with it, and they just did a really outstanding job. So shout out to them. My next award, oh, the Top Freshman Award, yes. Awarded to the empowered artist who exemplifies excellence in exceeding expectations as a first-timer. We had a first-timer this past August. in our program, meaning she had never taken dance classes prior to this, or any kind of classes for that matter. Miss Gianna, she's 9 years old, you guys, and as you're gonna see in this video, she is an absolute superstar. I know it's hard for adults to learn on Zoom, so imagine a 9-year-old, and she had just the best attitude, and she worked super duper hard. I was really proud of her commitment. So shout outs to Gianna and her mom, Delilah. My next award is the Leadership Award, awarded to the empowered artists who exemplify excellence in problem solving and assisting the students and instructor. Very important award. So what we want to do is, as teachers, is always create the next generation of leaders. And so this award, I proudly give it to, is it Priyanka? Priyanka and Melody, I believe. And they did such a good job assisting me, you know, and helping their peers as well. All of the girls were absolutely wonderful and kind to one another, and just understanding and extremely helpful. But these two ladies helped me a great deal. So thank you for rising to the occasion, Melody and Priyanka. I think we have one more award. Oh yes, the Over the Moon Award is awarded to the empowered artists who exemplify excellence in going above and beyond in commitment. These ladies, I believe this was Francesca and Alyssa. So, like I said, all of my ladies went above and beyond the call of duty. The day of the production, though, the actual film production, these ladies had to travel the furthest, and they really were jumping through hoops to get to our location and get there on time. And it was there was a lot of stuff. We were dealing with weather. We weren't sure if we were gonna be able to film on that day because of the weather, and then the sun poked its head out, and I said, you guys, let's shoot this video, let's do it now. And I'm glad that I did that, because the next alternate shoot day was going to be the day after that awful storm that we just had. So glad it all worked out, and especially glad that these ladies could join us. They went through a lot to get there. So those are my awards for my ladies of grace and elegance. That's what I call them, because they were so wonderful and absolutely professional. And like Queen said, very well spoken, very mature as well. So proud of them. So, Queen, should we give them the good stuff now?
It's been a long journey getting to this point. There's still a ways to go.
Yeah, did y'all like that? Oh, please drop an emoji in the chat. I want to see y'all show y'all appreciation. One person, two people, 22 people. We have to give our love. That was a great project. Oh my goodness, they pulled that together in a few short weeks. They met up in only a couple of days, and we saw all of the talent of the choreographer, Miss Lady Katie, and also these young spirited young people. Oh my goodness. So, Miss Katie, do you have any thank yous? Do you have any love that you want to give out?
Well, I sure do. And thank you, Queen's Hut, for that and for everyone who dropped some love. Yes, I do have many thank yous, and I'm going to start off with thanking God because when I pictured what I was going to be doing with my life, it had nothing to do with teaching and nothing to do with children. And every opportunity that I was blessed with, uh, had to do with teaching these young people. And that is the work that I'm probably the most proud of in my whole career, and certainly the most rewarding, as you can see for yourself. So I have to start with thanking God for that. I need to continue with thanking Queen Tut because without her, I wouldn't have had the confidence or the support to make any of this happen. So I have to shout out Queen Tut for being my right brain for this, for everything, really. And I have to thank my students who fearlessly showed up and did and just showed the world who they are, which I'm so grateful for. And were felt secure enough and safe enough to do that in the space that I created for them. So thank you to them. Thank you to Aramis, my videographer and editor. This is like the fourth video that we've done together, something like that, and we were sitting there saying, oh my gosh, this is the best video we've ever done together. I don't know how we're gonna top this, but he couldn't believe it either. He'd never worked with anyone on anything like this before, and he was really excited about it, and he kept asking me, okay, let me know when I can post it, let me know when I can post it. So he's been waiting to post this thing, but I will definitely let him know that he can share it now. And I want to thank all of you for taking the time out of your Friday evenings to be with us here. You could have been doing anything else, but you're here with us and just celebrating and honoring our young people. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
goodness, this was so amazing. I cannot believe that in front of our very eyes, we are seeing the things that dreams are made of, and also the things that we see properly and improperly done in movies and TV. I'm just saying, no shade, no shade, no shade, no umbrella, no shade. Just saying. Now, we are going to open this up. If any of you have any questions, feel free to either unmute yourself or type it in the chat. This is your chance. If anything sparked your interest, or you even want to say, your favorite moment from some of the films that you have seen tonight, please let us know. If you don't have anything to say and you are just in awe, drop an emoji. We appreciate it so much. And as I think of a few things to say, first and foremost, what amazed me about the body of work that was presented here, I must say, was the creativity in, for some of you guys who may or may not know, the treatment. So the treatment of a video is basically how you pan from camera and angle to angle, and the specific ways in which you would like to shoot a specific video. So that impressed me because I felt like I was actually in the park. I felt like I actually felt the frustration in their homes. So I feel like the emotion really really came across in this piece. So for those of you guys who want to chime in, please feel free, drop an emoji, raise your hand. We have Miss Annabelle Collado. She said, "Those girls were amazing!" Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I am definitely impressed with the amount of work that our teenagers can do. I know sometimes we think that they are just stuck behind a tickety-tockety, but they can create some awesome work when prompted. And I think these pieces were where art and dance and movement really showed their strength. So as we're wrapping it up, if you have anything to say, drop it in the chat, raise your emoji, or turn on your camera. We appreciate you so much. And I'm going to throw it over to Miss Lady Katie. She's going to give our closeouts and also let you know about any of the next upcoming things that she's doing, because she is not only a choreographer, she is a dance teacher, and you can catch her on the internets. And guess what? Miss Annabelle also asked, when are you doing one for us that are a little older? Holy smackaroni. That's
Yes.
a question.
I can't forget my alumni, yes, absolutely. I'm always, you know me, Annabelle, we're always working, we're always doing things, and there's definitely more to come. I will tell you that. Most likely it's going to be similar to this, where it was virtual classes and then an in-person film production. But that's definitely in the works, and I will keep you posted on that. Everything will be released. I know! She says, I've been dying to dance again. Please do. I know. I can't wait. Congratulations, by the way. My student is engaged. She's getting married, and I'm so happy for her. So it's gonna, we got to talk about that for the wedding, honey. So yes, everything is going to be shared on my IG platforms, speaking of, as well as on my website. I have ongoing virtual classes. The Wednesday Kids and Teens, that little segment is kind of going to be a continuation of what we created in the summer. So it's like the Empowered Artistry program, but obviously not summer. It's like a fall seminar situation. But everything else is open to adults, and I'm very excited for what's to come. If you haven't visited my website, check it out, ladykatie.net. A lot of cool stuff happening, and thank you again. I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm very proud of this work. Especially proud of this work, not just because of the incredible young women that were involved, but also because it's a very heavy topic. It's the subject matter. I mean, it's historical. You know, what we're documenting right now, and I think that nobody is really, well, maybe I shouldn't say nobody, but I think that we could do a lot more thinking about how the choices and the decisions we make now are going to affect our young people down the road. So that's what I'm going to say about that. And yeah, it's all about the kids. Don't forget that. They are the future. And everything that I've done with them in the classroom that has been dance related has always been something that I feel like they could take with them for the rest of their lives in any kind of career that they choose, because it's about taking control of your life and being accountable and responsible for all of our decisions. I'll leave it there. So thank you all once again. Thank you, Queen Tut. I had a great time with you guys this evening. Yay! And so thank you all. I appreciate you, and I will be sharing this video on IG and all that. So if you could give it a share, a like, or a heart, whatever, I would very much appreciate it. And if you know or can think of any young people that you think might be interested in this, or any schools or programs that would be interested in this virtual dance program, please feel free to share. And thank you again, and I hope you all have a great night. God bless you guys. We did it!